Hello everyone, welcome to how to create a WordPress website for COM 405 students. Today we're going to talk about logo design. So go ahead and head to your website and then head to a site called Pixlr, pixlr.com. These two over here are basically like Photoshop Lite. You can apply filters and sharpen image and remove red eye, stuff like that. Photoshop's way better because you have to pay for it, obviously, but for now, we're going to go to Pixlr Editor. Create a new image. Now, logos are always, well, for WordPress anyway, they're 300 by 100. Check this transparent box. I'll explain why later, and then call it something that makes sense to you. There we go. Alright, so now you're going to want, I'm assuming you're not a graphic designer. If you are, that's awesome. You might offer your services to your friends and help them create logos. If you're so inclined, I'm sure you could get COM 405 credit for it. But anyway, you can just head to ilikeiconfinder.com. I'm sure you'll find something here. Please don't break any copyright laws. Like, there's this social media stuff here, and just be careful. Like, there's Microsoft logos and such. Just, be careful if you're gonna use stuff like that. So go ahead and download it as a PNG. If you can't download it as a PNG, download it as a JPEG or whatever it is, and then hit open it in Paint, and then save it as a PNG from there. So once you have your graphic that you want to use, you can open it up in Pixlr like so. So you're going to open your image. There we go, looking good. Select all, copy. See, this checkered background, by the way, means that that it's a PNG file. Like, what that really means is that it's transparent and the background is going to match whatever background it's on. So it's not going to show up as like a globe in a white box. It's going to show up as a globe on whatever background you want it to be. So go ahead and paste that right in there, and you're probably going to want to adjust the size. So select, there we go, hit free transform. And now if you want to, before you start dragging this around, you want to hold down shift and then adjust the size. If you don't hold down shift, you're going to end up with a distorted image. Come to think of it, maybe you want it that way. So just know that if you don't want a distorted image, hold down shift before you drag. So there you go. Now add some text, and you do that here. Just add probably your name, I'm assuming. Obviously, or entrepreneurship students are going to want their company name or their product name or something. So there we go. You can change the font, the size. Sorry. You can change the font and the size if you so please. There we go. Oh man, looks like it's too big. So I could either there we go. Okay. So I could make the size smaller if I want, so I could fit it in, but you probably want it to be as large as it can possibly be for this. So there we go. Now you're just going to save it, save this image, save it as a PNG so that it's transparent, and there we go. Now you're going to go into your dashboard, then go to Media, and hit Add New, and go ahead and drag and drop your logo. Now it should be at 300 by 100, so you shouldn't need to edit it. It's pretty irritating to edit it if you don't have it at 300 by 100, but it is possible. It just takes a little bit of fooling around. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create 2 more images, and we're going to just save them for later. We're not going to use them right now, but we're going to create smaller versions of this globe right here. So this one, we want it to be 16 pixels by 16 pixels, and that's tiny. Now see this little, I've got a Netflix tab open, see this little N, this box with an N in it? That's 16 pixels by 16 pixels, and we're going to make this globe that big. So it's going to be pretty fussy, and it's going to be transparent. Otherwise, this end would be in a little white box in essence, so we don't want that. So go ahead and now see, it's tiny. It's just so hard to work with right now. So we're going to blow it up. We're going to go over here to our image. We're going to copy it. We're going to come back, and we're going to paste it. Oh man, it didn't work. Yeah, it did. It's okay. Just hit edit and free transform, and then kind of, there we go, move it around. Remember to hold shift. If you don't remember to hold shift, you can just undo or click away, and when it asks you to save changes, just say that you don't want to save the changes. So there we go. We now have a nice 16 by 16 globe. Cool. Alright, so that'll do. That's fine. Go ahead and apply the changes. It's fuzzy like that. That's okay. Go ahead and move this back to 100%. Yeah, see, now you can't tell it was fuzzy anymore. Alright, that's all good. So go ahead and save this into your folder. Make sure it's PNG. Perfect. And then we're going to create one more. It's basically the same thing, except this time it's going to be 55 by 55. And this is for, it's basically this thing again, this little website kind of logo here, but it's for like iPads and stuff. So the icon that is going to come up on an iPad or an iPhone or something, some mobile device, it's going to be 55 by 55 pixels rather than 16 by 16. So make sure it's transparent again. Always transparent in PNGs here. So you're going to do the same thing. Load all the way up. Copy the image. Paste the image. There we go. And then edit, free transform. Hold shift. Get it down to the size that you want. Oops. Anyway, get it down to the size that you want. Oops. Forgot to hold down shift. So got to see if this is a little bit it's a little bit nitpicky, but it's important and it's worth it because this shows polish. If you really go out of your way to do these little tiny images, it'll pay off. There we go. All right, there we go. So that's our 55 by 55. I'll just kind of scale it down, make sure it looks all good, and save it as a PNG. Okay. So that is how you create logos, and these are called favicons, by the way. So that's how you create logos and favicons, and we're gonna add them to our website in the next video. So thanks for watching.